The Hotel InterContinental has been a Miami landmark since its inception in 1982. Designed by architect Pietro Bellusci, no expense was spared in its design. From its rare African woods to the breathtaking focal point of the grand lobby, a 70-ton spindle sculpture made of solid travertine marble, its design was meant to impress. And it now stands as an icon on the edge of Biscayne Bay. And so, after being contacted by the InterContinental staff to create a new photographic still image that would exemplify this icon, I knew no ordinary photo shoot would do. After a meeting with the hotel staff, I set up an audacious plan to photograph and light not only the InterContinental, but the surrounding park and bay areas. During this walkthrough, I laid out the specific lighting parameters for my first assistant and hotel staff. All this would be captured from a camera almost a quarter-mile away on another building. Just finished with what's called a scout, which allows our final scout, which allows me and my crew to see the shooting conditions that to be up against. Because once we're here at night, it's going to be very difficult to try to understand and explain what we're supposed to do. It's best to come the day before or the day, 2 days before, see where the outlets are, see what the doors we need to have access to, breaker switches, lighting positions, and you can work out a lot of details then, and so the actual photo shoot goes as smooth as possible. With weeks of planning done, permits in hand, and our final scout completed, it was time to make it all happen. Camera position and choice of lens, although selected beforehand, often change as it did here at the last minute. Although the final angle had been selected and locked down, I always do one final check to confirm that the chosen angle is the best for our shot. The lens we're using tonight is a Canon 24 TSE2 lens, which is a new 24mm lens with a 1.4 adapter, bringing it to about a 35. Allows us for a nice horizontal shot and allows us also to shift down to see a little bit of the road and also shift up to see a little bit of the sky and blend those two together in one larger image. With the camera set, my crew could load in the equipment, which by lighting in layers, we can keep to an absolute minimum. To the right. Each lighting setup and exposure is precisely orchestrated to achieve an envisioned final look. And to create that look for this mammoth shot, we are using 8,000 watt DPs with spot reflectors, minus their usual barn doors, stretching these lights to the performance limit. And with that, my assistants and I spent the next 8 hours lighting the building and park from exacting angles so I could capture the required pieces of the image puzzle. What it looks like? That would be really awesome. Nice job. Okay, perfect. Flood it out. And so, with dawn approaching, we finished up our last lighting setup and waited. So, with 10 hours of post-production, the image comes together, revealing what could have only been imagined just days earlier. Intimate details, pre-visualized, then polished, so that every pixel becomes part of the whole. After the intensive lighting, pre- and post-production, the image created departs from a simple photo and becomes an artistic vision for the iconic building it was designed for.